Hello. Official time, yes, because I've got all afternoon, all day, whatever, to do reviews, and I do owe you some. So I'm going to do this official one. Then I might do some more certoys. Something weird is going on because I got that refund that gave me some money, and I've ordered some things or pre-ordered or whatever. I got promoted at work, which again should give me a bit more money, but promotion, even if it's only temporary. And I've got a date later on. I don't understand what's going on. I don't want to complain about it, but fingers crossed, my life actually might not be terrible anymore. Who knew? Fortunately, that's what I get for cruising the blind school. But yeah, let's go on to the figure at hand because I've wasted a minute. Hooray! I'm going to review something I keep putting it off, and I don't know why I keep putting it off, but I do subconsciously. We're going to review. Hang on, when I get him properly back together, because for some reason he's not. I suspect he's been dropped when I've not been here. Oh, back together properly. Thank you. Thank you. Right, good. There we go. We're going to review Helicopter Dropkick. You got to specify helicopter because apparently these are triple changes, but they don't actually do the triple change thing. Whatever. This is from the live-action Bumblebee film, which was alright. Wasn't great. The only really, really funny thing was John Cena talking to the main girl's dad. And he's like, oh, well, kids do silly things when they're younger. When I was a kid, I stole a pack of sweets. And they go, yeah, we know. Just that deadpan. Yeah, we know. That was hilarious. I'll give him that one, but yeah. So in the film, there was Dropkick and Shatter, and they were muscle cars, and she was a jet and he's a helicopter. And I kind of like Dropkick. He's kind of like the Thundercracker of the film. He was a bit quiet, didn't really say much, but then he just wanted to kill things because he was generally grumpy and thought everything should suffer like him. And I can get behind that attitude. And he turns into this. Why is that not it? You know what? Someone has dropped this because this isn't as it should be. He turns into this, which is, I'm sure, some real life type of helicopter, but it's incredibly thin. Look how thin that is. Yeah, it's long, it's skinny. It's got little missile racks on the sides, or rockets, depending on what they would be. It's got a little Gatling gun at the front, or if you're Japanese or a Gundam fan, a Vulcan, because it just sounds cool. Yeah, some nice intakes, some vents for the intakes, prop, rotors that really don't want to turn. And yes, I have put I have put WD-40 on this to try and get them to move. They just don't like it. You're kind of in that awkward thing with helicopters. Do you want the blades to flop everywhere, or do you want them to stay where they're put? So I suppose it's a good thing for poses. You can just be like that. And if you stop motion, you can just slowly make it go around and make it look all fluid and stuff. But whatever. But it's very nice. It's got this little skull logo thing, which appears to be a skull and crossbones with a beret and an egg timer underneath it. Like there. But from a distance, because of the panel line, that kind of looks like the brim of a hat. Go on, camera. Yeah, the panel line makes it look like the brim of a hat. So I thought it was one of the Straw Hat Pirates from One Piece. That's my headcanon now, anyway. He does suffer ever so slightly from visible head syndrome. But it's in the cockpit, so we'll let him off. So we'll do a quick size comparison just to show the fact that this thing is ridiculous. This is Sideswipe. This is Dropkick. All right. Look how thin he is. Super thin. And now to transform it, which isn't the most fun thing in the world, and I haven't done it for a while because, again, it's not the most fun thing in the world. I think you can leave them on, but I'm going to pop off the missile pods just for argument's sake. So pop them off. Pop them off. There we go. And they are sort of sided. So if they're hanging underneath, you got the side without the plastic cover. That there. I'll go this way. There is a reason for it. I went quiet because I could hear noise upstairs. Whatever. Okay, so we'll put those over there so I don't lose them. Good. And let's transform this thing. And yeah, these keep wanting to flop down. These are sort of rubbery-ish, but not super rubbery. Okay, right, now, how do we do this? I'm generally trying to remember, bear with me. I think it's mainly just wriggle things loose at this point. So we'll get these vent pieces. They're basically on a ball joint there. So we need to pop them up so they're loose. And that side. And then start trying to wriggle things, basically, I think. So we're going to get this tail piece, and it tabs in there. So we're going to try and wriggle that loose. I'm not sure if we need to do all this now. Again, I haven't done this for a while. I should probably have practiced before I started the review, but where's the fun in that? And we're going to try and untab all this from under the nose. Okay. So we got that. And it can bite you. That's going to be people's new favourite thing, isn't it? Right, okay. So I think, yeah, we're going to have to split the tail piece, which it's already trying to do, to be honest with you. So we'll split the tail up the middle and fold it out to the sides to there. Now that will give us the space to play with the underneath section because it wants to fold all the way out. Basically, we've got to fight for space with this transformation, and that's probably the worst part about it. Actually, if we keep these down and we fold the nose cone bit forward, which will pop this piece of the canopy up. See that? As you fold this forward, it'll pop this piece up because it catches on the back of the head. So we'll bring that over. And I think we can bring it down for now. Close it up. Like I say, I'm trying to remember how to do this. I think what we need to do is go to inside the tail piece. I'm trying to make sure you know where I'm up to. There's a black hinge here onto a ball joint. We need to hinge this black piece up so it's flat to get it out of the way, I think. If I'm wrong, I'll tell you. So we'll fold those up. And now things are kind of, sort of, maybe getting out of the way of each other, are they? Get the blue vents. They're on a hinge. We need to fold these up. Fold that up. And then, again, if the propellers are out of the way, we might be able to hinge. Does that go up or down? It goes down. That's no good to us. Okay, ignore that bit. We might have jumped ahead there. What we're going to do is basically where the propeller is, or possibly further down. Where is it? It's here. Because there's a big shiny pin there. There's a pivot. So we need to rotate this top piece around and try not to get it caught on anything, which isn't the easiest thing in the world, but I managed to have done it. Hooray! Rotate it up to there. So we've got the tail of the plane at the back, the bottom of the plane hanging down, and the nose cone where it's going to be in robot mode. Are you with me so far? Do I need to go back over anything? Okay, good, right, fine. So we'll leave the lower section, which is, well, the legs. We'll leave that alone for now, and we'll just focus on the top. So let me just pan this up slightly, because it's all gangly because of how long it is. Right, okay, so we need to bring this down, and at that hinge I was trying to mess with before, a nice silver pin there. We need to rotate it up. Okay, now again, you might need to bring this nose cone up a bit, because inside here there's this little grey hook there where my finger is. There, this one. And that just about hooks in on the clear plastic under there. Not very well, but, you know, for argument's sake, it is there. So we'll get that on there. Fold this down. Get that to hook underneath as well. And then bring the cockpit down, push into place. Fine, great, sorted. Okay. These loose panelly bits, I just basically sort of try and tuck away behind the vents. They don't really do anything, but just try and tuck them out of the way. Because, yeah, You can style them however you want, but I just try and tuck them out of the way. It's fine. Okay, and now we basically just straighten out the arms. Did that light just dim? Weird. Rotate. Do we need to bend it first? Possibly. Bend. Rotate. Fold the hand in and fold the end of the tail up. So it's basically just a load of panels folding up. Okay, we'll do it again on this side. So we will knot the ball joint at the top. Rotate. That's tight. That's explained it. Rotate. That's will fold the tail fin in and fold this up over the top. You can do it whatever your audio like as long as it works. So those are the arms. Hooray! We got this piece that's already trying to pop apart. So we shall part that. And we'll bring it up on, again, nice silver pins. Bring it up at the hinge there. And then it's onto a ball joint. Okay, cool. Bring that up. Come on, bring it up. Bring it up. There we go. Awesome. Okay. Now do we do this bit? I'm going to fold away the little Vulcan. Just folds inside there. I think you do this at the end. I'm going to fold this all up inside and it should just about tab in. There you go. Nicely. And that's angled for dramatic foot posing, I believe, unless I've done something wrong. But we'll check that in a later piece. And then we need to rotate this, which I'm not sure which way around it turns. Does it turn this way? Yes. So it turns skid first, or does it not matter? No, it doesn't matter. Good. We can rotate the skid in, and we can just fold that up. Again, if you wanted to, you could leave these on. They just end up hanging there. But whatever. Fold the skid up and rotate at the hip. The thigh. There we go. Okay, so that's one leg done from this. Hooray! So I'm going to fold this up, tab it in, rotate this around. This hasn't been as bad as I thought it was going to be honest with you. Evidently, I'm smarter than I thought I was. Fold the tread, the track runner thing, skid it in, fold the wing in, rotate at the hip, thigh, that's the word, I keep saying hip, and sort him out. And you can fold the rotors down. And something I didn't mention, I probably should have done. This rotor piece is on a hinge, so you can angle it forward and backward and stuff, but for some reason now it doesn't want to go forward. What have I done? Why does it not go? It goes under. It just doesn't want to go forward, but whatever, it's fine. It's fine. And so we have Dropkick in robot mode. There we go. Let's bring this back down a bit. Come on. And he's actually really nice. Bit skinny, bit bland with too much grey, maybe. But they do break it up with the black pieces, which are mainly hinges and hands, and some detail on the legs with these nice little red bits. Are they lasers, or are they supposed to be like brake lights from the car mode? I don't know. But he's all right. He doesn't even look that bad from the back. I mean, the only kibble really are these and the rotor, and the rotors aren't kibble. This stuff hanging off the arms, which, yeah, I mean, like, that's a bit... But it's not the end of the world. You can still store the containers. Again, you don't have to take them off. Like the missile pods, you can just plug them in there. But then he's got massive pods on the inside of his legs. You can do it, it's not a problem, but they don't look great. I usually leave them there, because I'm not a massive fan of what they normally do. That's to say, you get them like this, you flip this piece out, rotate it around, and they turn to little, like, minigun, Gatling gun things. Camera, start focusing on my, like, skin tone. Racist. Yeah, they turn to that. And it's alright, it's just not strictly what you'd have been like, ooh, wow, that's super exciting. And he's got two of them. Why am I not excited over someone having twin miniguns? Maybe it's because they're small. Maybe it's the heavy arms fan in me coming out. I don't know. Maybe he just needs like one arm to turn into one giant Gatling gun. That would do it. That's always the answer. I don't know. I'm weird. Ignore me. So yeah. Articulation's fine. The legs are quite good. Up, down, bend all that way. Swivel. Nothing in the foot, but who cares? These wiggle around a bit. These are tracks, but so what? The rotors you can turn to get them out your way. These flaps are a bit loose, so what? Hinge, swivel, nothing at the hand, but it's fine. Ball joint, which likes to turn instead of the upper arm swivel, but whatever. The only slight drawback is the shoulders are slightly hindered, so you've only really got up and down in that motion, maybe a little bit of wiggle. But so what? Frankly, so what? And I got this guy, Belucius told me, because he's a bad influence. Bless him. I got this guy from, where did I get it? Was it Kapow? I think it was Kapow Toys. £10. I think I bought him and who did I buy? Was it Cog? I think I bought him and Cog. And it cost me less than 30 quid, I think. I can't remember. But yeah, no, he's very nice. Very nice. I don't know why I've been putting this review off, because he is good. He's just, as soon as I put him down, he just disappears out of my brain. I mean, oh yeah. The face. Come on, camera. The face is fine. Come on. I just kind of wish they put a bit more paint on it. I mean, I could do that myself, but I don't want to ruin him. There are these tiny little red eyes in there somewhere. Can you pick those out? Oh, hang on. I think there's a hint of a red eye there. They are in there, and you can see them in person. It's just the camera does not want to pick them up. But he's nice. He is. He's good. This knee's a bit loose. A couple of joints are a bit loose. I did try and floor polish them, but I don't know if I didn't leave them long enough. That could be me. I might do that later, actually. But he's a nice guy. He is. So, size comparison. Tailgate. Age of Extinction Bumblebee. Siege side swipe. I think that should do it, really. So, he's a small deluxe, a kind of dinky deluxe, but they couldn't have done much more with him, because if they'd have made him bigger, the helicopter mode would have been fatter, and it doesn't look right, because I'm sure that helicopter is pretty much accurate. It's supposed to be like that thin, and it is. So they couldn't have done much with him, and yeah, he's a little bit smaller. Yeah, there are issues, but he's good. I actually quite like him. It just depends if you like him, and isn't that always the option? Right, I'm going to get this done, check on a couple of things, and then I might do a Certoys review later, and might do another review after that. Depends how much time I've got to kill. And then I'm going to have to get ready for my date, as long as it doesn't get cancelled due to, them realising I'm hideous. Either way, we'll see what happens. Right. Why was I just going to do a bye? I'm supposed to do a send-off. I am not with it at the minute. I'm that stumped. Anyway. So, I should be ugly, I should be wretched, I shall see all of you in the next one. Bye!